The next item, Commissioners, is item number 5, an application for a certificate of appropriateness in the Borough of Brooklyn at 295 to 299 Hicks Street in the Brooklyn Heights Historic District. Docket number 15-4553, blocks 261 and lots 9, 110, and 111, zoned R6, and it's 3 vacant lots, and the application is to construct 3 new buildings.
Olivia Brzee, Preservation Staff. The item is 295 to 299 Hicks Street, and the application is to construct 3 new brick row houses. 295 to 299 Hicks Street is located on the east side of Hicks Street between Joralemon and State Streets within the Brooklyn Heights Historic District. It is currently a vacant lot, seen here, as it was at the time of designation. And here in the streetscape is the project site. The streetscape itself is characterized by a mix of building types, including carriage houses, small flats buildings, row houses, a single apartment building, and a firehouse. And the range of building heights is from 2 to 5 stories. And the architect, Krista Demirdash, will present the full proposal to you.
Good morning. My name is Krista Demirdash, and I represent our clients, SDS Development, from Brooklyn Heights on their site at 295-299 Hicks Street in Brooklyn Heights. The lot is a 50-foot wide by 100 deep lot that was currently a empty lot. This is a picture of it about 1945. It was a 4-story brownstone that was purchased by the church in 1902, the Catholic Church, and they moved services to this building. And they continued to hold services there until about 1907 when they built this small 1-story church, and they moved the services there. They continued to use that church until 1944 when they moved around the corner to Remsen and Henry because the church just became too small for their congregation. Sometime after 1944, both the brownstone and the church were demolished, and when our client purchased it, and years before that, it has been this empty lot. As Olivia pointed out, this is the west side and the east side of the block between Joralemon and State. They are on the east side. The west side is on the top, east side on the bottom. And the block is made up predominantly of 2, 3, and 4-story brownstones, carriage houses, and there is a firehouse. This is a density drawing which shows you, the block and the size and the height of the buildings. For the most part, there are 3-story buildings on the opposite side. On our side of the street, there are mostly 4-story tall buildings, and the majority of the buildings are 20 to 25 feet wide. Currently, there are 6 2-story buildings, 2-story high buildings, 20 3-story high buildings, and with the addition of our buildings, there will be 22 4-story buildings, and there is 1 5-story building. 16 of the buildings are under 20 feet wide. 30 of the buildings are between 20 and 25, and 2 buildings exceed 25 feet in width. Here is a map of the Brooklyn Historic District and some photographs of the neighborhood where we tried to take some of the elements and incorporate them into our building. We have typical stoops, taller windows here, French windows here and here. Our buildings will have a bay window above the entranceway, which you see, and a lot of these here with a more pronounced entranceway. This is a site plan. So we have the entrance to 3 separate townhouses attached in one building. 5 feet of the stoop will project into the public sideway along with the front yard, and then you'll go through a front gate and down through the cellar or up the stoop through the parlor level. The building sets back at the 4th story 15 feet in the front and 5 feet in the rear, and goes up to the 4th story, which maximizes at 50 feet, which is the allowable height by the LH1 district. The setback is at 44 feet 6 inches, I believe. The rear has, you come out from the cellar level, which is 6 feet below ground, and then comes up to a rear garden, and then up to the parlor level. The setback in the back is 35 feet, with 10 feet below ground, and then 25 remaining at ground level. This is the subcellar level, which is just housing the mechanicals of the building. This is the cellar level, which shows entrance through a gate into a front courtyard, down the stairs, and into the cellar level, which opens in the back to this terrace below grade, and then up to a garden in the back. Here's the parlor level entrance from the stoops into the building, which houses